Hey guys, you're probably wondering where I've been and why this is such a random video with no background and all that. Well, I had a conspiracy theory that my YouTube channel was doomed, or at least something was wrong, and I spent a lot of time thinking I was making up my own conspiracy theory that, my channel's performance is ultimately based on my performance. But then I found out that that's not true, and I have the transcripts to prove it. Long story short, my channel's very old. Like, if you go back, you'll see that I started actually before 2011, but the first video you'll see is from 2011. And of course, back then, no one really knew how to run a successful channel. I was a child. And since then, I've had random upload schedules. I've, tried gaming content. I've tried vlogging, things like that. Until eventually I got to the point where I am now, where I started making the Unreal Engine content that people seemed to like, and I had what I thought was some decent growth. Well, it turns out that that's not true. You see, I had peers that were also making Unreal Engine videos, and we were trying to make sure they were roughly the same quality, the same types of tags and thumbnails, but mine were just completely underperforming, regardless of the feedback I was getting in the comments of people saying, you're doing really well, keep up the good work, things of that nature. Well, my tinfoil hat theory was that because my account was so old, and previously had gone in different directions, that the algorithm essentially threw it to the wayside as a random channel that doesn't have like a niche, so therefore why recommend it? Now, obviously, it didn't completely do this because a lot of you were new viewers, a lot of you found me through the Unreal Engine content. However, I was paying for advertising to get people to see my videos. A lot of you probably saw my videos because one of two reasons. One, it was a paid advertisement, or two, because I had paid for the advertisement, it became successful, and because it was successful, then YouTube decided to recommend it. I'm not going to go through the full transcripts, but I reached out to YouTube, and they essentially confirmed my suspicions that, yes, the algorithm doesn't know what to do with my channel. And when I asked how I might be able to free myself of that baggage, they told me to make a new account. This is extremely frustrating and sad for me, as I have hundreds of Unreal Engine videos, thousands across my channel, and thousands of hours that I put into YouTube where I inevitably thought I was the problem. When you're doing everything right as best you can, whenever you're tagging descriptions, you're trying to get as best search engine optimization as you possibly can, and it's just not working, you start to take it personally. You start to think that you're the problem. And all this time, all that work, and I'm being told it wasn't me, and to just make a new account. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all of the transcripts. I'll leave a link to this in the description below if you're interested. But essentially, this is where she goes in and explains that, yes, my channel is basically screwed with the algorithm. Then tries to show me a link of how the algorithm works. And here is where you can see they say the most straightforward way to move forward without carrying that baggage, that's what I called it, is exactly what you've already started doing, focusing on and growing a new niche specific channel. And what she's referencing, by the way, is I had let her know I have made a new account with gaming content on it. And that's what she means by I'm already doing that with a niche specific channel. Because I could see how that could be misconstrued as, no, just keep doing what you're doing. But no, she's saying just use the new channel. And while I fully planned on coming back and making more Unreal videos, if I do, it's going to be on another channel. And I don't know how to feel about that. I'm very upset. I think it's worth taking a look at the transcripts and just seeing how much they don't care about me at all. And that all this time they've been working against me and they don't care. Thanks for listening to my story, and